Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope सब अच्छे होंगे. Okay, so today I am back again with another lecture which is in continuation with the first lecture that I already delivered on this particular channel on the topic of JEE Mains previous year question on the topic of matrix and determinant. सो मैट्रिक्स एंड डिटरमिनेंट का जो प्लेलिस्ट में मैंने जो प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन मैंने डाला था वो जेई मेंस का टॉप 10 इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन था. तो दिस वीडियो इज कंटिन्यूशन टू दैट पर्टिकुलर लेक्चर ओनली. सो कोई अगर हो जो जिसने स्टार्टिंग से वीडियोस को फॉलो नहीं कर रहे एंड डायरेक्टली कमिंग अप एंड वाचिंग द PYQs, सो दे वोंट बी एबल टू टेक द बेनिफिट एंड द गुड बेनिफिट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर लेक्चर्स. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले मेरा एक ही रिकमेंडेशन होगा कि गो एंड वॉच ऑल द प्लेलिस्ट, ऑल द वीडियोस. ओके, so today I will take up another important questions of JEE Mains previous year. Okay, now it was difficult for me to take up all the important previous year questions in one particular lecture. So in this particular lecture I'm going to talk about, this will be basically the part 2 which is in continuation to the top 10 previous year questions of JEE Mains. This will be part 2 lecture of the particular thing, and in this particular lecture I will discuss another important questions that is asked and definitely will be asked in the coming years of the JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. सो मैट्रिक्स एंड डिटरमिनेंट बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है, तो बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन था. तो इन ऑर्डर टू एक्यूमुलेट ऑल द क्वेश्चंस मैंने 2 वीडियोस बना रहा है. होपफुली आई विल एंड अप ऑल द थिंग्स इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो, और मे बी आई एक्सटेंड अप वन मोर वीडियो. ओके, सो वंस आई कंप्लीट द JEE Main previous year question, I will taking up the JEE Advanced previous year question. So stay tuned for that particular thing and subscribe to my channel. Okay, let us get started. So this is basically about me. I am pursuing my BTech at IIT Kharagpur. Okay, if you're knowing about me, well and good. If not, then you can read that particular slide. Okay, let us move forward and see what is our today's goal. The today's goal will be this will be basically the part 2 for the solution of for all the important JEE Main previous year questions on the topic of matrix and determinant. So today we have got the important questions. So the question is on a screen, so pause the video and try it. वीडियो को पॉज करो और क्वेश्चन को ट्राई करो, एंड देन आफ्टर यू आर डन सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चन, बाद में वीडियो को फिर से रिज्यूम करके अब वापस आओ, वीडियो को टैली करो एंड देन गेट टू द आंसर. इन दिस वे पता है क्या होगा, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत ज़्यादा बूस्ट होगा कि आपका आंसर मैच हो रहा है एंड यू हैव डन इट बाय योरसेल्फ. यू हैव डन इट बाय योरसेल्फ, नॉट बाय सीइंग एनी अदर सॉल्यूशन. जब खुद से कुछ चीज़ करते हो ना तो इतना ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्ट होता है ना कि दिस इज नेक्स्ट लेवल. ओके, एंड दिस पर्टिकुलर कॉन्फिडेंस इज एक्चुअली नेसेसरी फॉर क्रैकिंग एनी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम. ठीक है, तो आई होप यू विल अटेंड माई you will take my words seriously. Okay, now let us start and talk of this first question. This question I already taken many of the questions on system of linear equations. So this question again another continuation of the system of linear equation. So I have 3 equation, 3 variables, and which says that this is inconsistent. So what does it inconsistent means? I don't have to specify very much. They directly means that is having no solution. So what we see, this is a non-homogeneous set of linear equations which is inconsistent. That means have no solution. That means it can happen only and only when delta is equal to 0 and delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3, at least any one of them, at least one of delta 1 is basically not equal to 0. So let us try and accumulate, and firstly let us solve the delta determinant. So if I see the coefficient matrix, यहाँ से coefficient matrix क्या मिलने वाला है, x का coefficient lambda, y का 1 and 1, similarly ये 1 lambda 1 and you 1 and then 1 and lambda over here. So from here if I try to expand this particular determinant, if I expand the determinant, आप कैसे determinant आप अगर चाहते हो तो एलिमेंटेड रो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लगाना चाहते हो, वेल एंड गुड, गो अहेड. ओके, बट अगर डायरेक्टली आप चाहते हो कि नहीं रो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन नहीं लगा के डायरेक्टली ओपन कर देते हो तो दैट इज ऑल्सो वे. ओके, सो मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ ना, डायरेक्टली एक्सपेंड कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है, along the first row I am directly expanding this particular determinant along the first row. So if I am expand along the first row, the result I will get is lambda times of lambda square minus of 1 minus of 1 times of lambda minus of 1 and plus 1 times of 1 minus lambda. So from here what I get, the value of delta is basically equal to lambda cube minus lambda plus of 1 minus lambda. So if I simplify this result, what I will get the result as lambda cube minus 3 lambda plus 2. So I know this particular thing can be easily factorized. तो अगर मैं देखूँ यहाँ से, अगर lambda is equal to 1, if I put in this particular solution, in this particular equation, then I will get the result as 0. That means lambda equal to 1 is basically a solution to this particular cubic equation. That means the root of this cubic equation. Now let us factorize this particular cubic equation by basic techniques. Okay, now if I try to factorize, अगर मैं इसको factorize करता हूँ ना, sorry for the distraction. If I try to factorize this particular lambda cubic equation, this is cubic equation, this 3 cube plus 2, and if I factorize using, and we already know that the first one common factor is basically lambda minus 1, and we try to factorize this particular thing, then I put lambda square. जो मेथड हम लोग ऑलरेडी अप्लाई करते हैं ना कि फैक्टराइज करने में, वही मेथड मैं लगा रहा हूँ, ठीक है. ओके and from here I get the solution as minus 2 plus 1, and this is minus 1 times. So if I put minus 1, that is minus 2, sorry, minus 2, then I get minus 2 lambda plus of 2, which is results, and इसको subtract करने पे result आएगा क्या, that is 0. So from here I get the factor of this particular thing is lambda minus 1 into lambda square plus lambda minus 2, which can also be factorized as lambda minus 1 times of lambda plus of 2 and lambda minus 1. So from here I get this particular thing as basically equal to lambda minus 1 का whole square into lambda minus 2, lambda plus 2. ओके अगर आप इस चीज़ को देखो ना, डेल्टा का वैल्यू, तो डेल्टा का वैल्यू, एंड फ्रॉम हियर इफ़ आई वांट टू मेक कमेंट्स कि डेल्टा कब जीरो होगा, जब बेसिकली दिस पर्टिकुलर रिजल्ट विल बी जीरो, दैट इज लैम्डा 1 का स्क्वायर माइनस लैम्डा माइनस 1 का होल स्क्वायर इनटू लैम्डा प्लस 2 का वैल्यू जीरो होगा. तो ये कब हो सकता है, जब लैम्डा का वैल्यू 1 हो जाए या फिर लैम्डा का वैल्यू माइनस 2 हो जाए. नाउ इफ आई टेक लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू 1, व्हाट विल आई गेट द रिजल्ट एज. अगर लैम्डा का वैल्यू 1 हो जाए ना, अगर लैम्डा का वैल्यू मैं 1 ले लेता हूँ, सो इफ आई टेक द वैल्यू ऑफ लैम्डा, if I take lambda is equal to 1, what will I get this result? And if I take lambda is equal to 1, I will get the determinant delta is equal to 0. I will get the delta is equal to 0, but whenever I go on solving delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3, all of them will simultaneously result in 0. तो इसके साथ क्या होने वाला है, डेल्टा 2 एंड डेल्टा 3 सबके सब जीरो हो जाने वाला है. अगर मैं लैम्डा को 1 लेता हूँ तो डेल्टा 1, डेल्टा 2 एंड डेल्टा 3 ऑल बिकम 0, एंड इन दिस केस आई गेट हाउ मेनी सॉल्यूशन, दैट मीन्स इनफाइनाइटली मेनी सॉल्यूशन. बट व्हाट इज आस्क्ड इन द क्वेश्चन, दैट इज आस्क्ड इन द क्वेश्चन दैट इज कब नो सॉल्यूशन होगा, दैट इज देयर इज नो सॉल्यूशन. कब हो सकता है, दैट मीन्स डेल्टा 1, डेल्टा 2 या डेल्टा 3 में कोई भी एक चीज़ नॉन जीरो होना चाहिए. ओके सो अगर नॉन जीरो होना है तो लेट अस टेक द वैल्यू ऑफ डेल्टा एज बेसिकली equal to minus 2. Now if I put delta is equal to minus lambda is equal to minus 2, I will get any one of the delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3 is non-zero. Okay, so from there I can say that lambda का जो value that is minus 2, क्योंकि minus 1 तो हो नहीं सकता, अगर minus 1 हो जाए तो infinitely many solution, that means the only case that is left out is basically minus 2. I hope you are getting the answer. So from here the question asks is basically the sigma of lambda belongs to the solution state such that lambda का mod का whole square plus mod of lambda. So from here I can get the result as lambda belongs to the solution state and mod of lambda का whole square plus mod of lambda, and this particular summation if I calculate, that is mod of lambda का whole square, that is minus 2 का whole square, okay, minus 2 का mod का whole square plus of minus 2 का mod is basically the result will result in the answer which is equal to 6. Okay, so from here I get to the solution of this question, that is basically option D. So I hope this particular solution was clear. Now let us move on to the next question. पहले सबसे पहले पॉज करो वीडियो को, ट्राई ऑन योर सेल्फ, ओके, एंड गेट टू द आंसर. अगर आप खुद से ट्राई कर रहे हो और गेटिंग द सेम आंसर एज मी, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बहुत ज़्यादा बूस्ट होने वाला है. ओके सो लेट अस गेट स्टार्टेड. ओके आई होप आपने पॉज किया होगा वीडियो को एंड यू आर सॉल्विंग देन आफ्टर दैट एंड यू आर चेकिंग द आंसर. सो लेट अस सी द सॉल्यूशन. So again we have a system of linear equation which is given in form of this. Now from here what our first and the primary task should be basically to calculate the value of the coefficient matrix ka determinant. So let us calculate the delta value, and that is basically 1 1 1 over here, alpha, beta and 7 over here, and from here I will get 1 2 and 3 over here, and which is equal to, and if I apply some elementary row transformation and column transformation like this, so what I try to find out, I basically do a column transformation, that is column 2 goes to column 2 minus column 1 and column 3 basically goes to column 3 minus column 1. So from here if I apply this particular transformation, I get the value of delta is basically equal to 1 over here, 0 over here and 0 over here. Similarly these elements will remain unaffected. This will be beta minus alpha and this will be 7 minus of alpha. From here I will get 2 minus 1, that is basically 1, and from here I will get 3 minus 2 1, that is basically equal to 2. So if I expand along the first row, what I will get the result as, that a result I will get as beta minus alpha times of 2 minus of 1 times of 7 minus of alpha. So from here if I see the value of delta basically will be equal to 2 beta minus of 2 alpha, okay, 2 beta minus of 2 alpha minus of 7 plus of alpha. Okay, now from here if I expand this and I get the result as 2 beta minus alpha minus 7. So now let us check and find out from the question. Now the question actually asked is basically, the question asked over here is basically asked which of the following is not true. I have already mentioned कि not true वाला जो question है ना, सबसे पहले तो उसमें सतर्क हो जाओ, ठीक है. जहाँ पर भी question में mention करके not true और choose the incorrect option, always be very patient in choosing the options, okay. क्योंकि पता है आप गलत, आप आंसर करेक्ट ही निकालोगे पर आप करेक्ट आंसर मार्क करके आ जाओगे एंड द क्वेश्चन विल आस्क इनकरेक्ट ऑप्शंस, ओके. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट विल बी टेकन केयर ऑफ, ओके. So from here I get the value of delta is basically equal to 2 beta minus alpha minus 7. So from here if I say if alpha and beta are equal and are equal to 7, so what I get from here and what I see, the delta value will be basically equal to 0. So from here what I see, the delta value is basically 0. So if delta is 0, can I comment directly that this particular system has no solution? I can't comment directly that this particular system of equation has no solution. I have to check that any delta 1, delta 2 or delta 3, at least any one of them should be non-zero. Okay, so let us try, and if I see if alpha and beta are equal, and let us solve any of the delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3. If I try and what I see, if I exchange, okay, from here if I change this particular second row, okay, because this is variable and the first row, not row, I am talking about columns. So if I change the second row, that is delta 2, or if I change the first row, that is delta 1, because these two particular things are actually variable. So if I swipe and change and delta 1 and delta 2, and if I put beta is equal to 7, there might be a case that I get that delta 1 or delta 2 as non-zero. In that particular system, the system of solution equation have no solution. So how to confirm from there? Okay, now before doing so, okay, let us check out all the options and what the options actually says. ऑप्शन में क्या क्या बोला है ना वो पहले पढ़ लेते हैं अच्छे से, ठीक है. सो फ्रॉम हियर व्हाट आई सी दैट अल्फा बीटा इक्वल टू 7, और यहाँ पर एक ऑप्शन में बोल रहा है कि अल्फा बीटा नॉट इक्वल टू 7,7 which lies on this particular line. The system has infinitely many solution and there is any unique point alpha comma beta on the line, this particular thing for which the system has infinitely many solution. Another it says that alpha equal to beta and alpha not equal to 7, the system have unique solution. सबसे पहले तो देखो अगर अल्फा इक्वल टू बीटा हो जाए, अगर अल्फा इक्वल टू बीटा हो जाए, ओके, सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ अल्फा इक्वल टू बीटा देन आई विल गेट द वैल्यू एज, फ्रॉम हियर इफ अल्फा इक्वल टू बीटा, okay, from here if alpha equal to beta I will get the value as alpha minus of 7, and if alpha is not equal to 0 not equal to 7, so from here I will get the value which is non-zero. If alpha is not equal to 7, if alpha is not equal to 7, I will get the value of delta which is equal to non-zero. So if delta is non-zero, then the story ends over here and we will get unique solution. So this particular option D, which says this is actually a true option, so this cannot be the solution to this question. Okay, next let us check upon this first answer, okay, first option. Now what if we check out and try if any of this delta 1 or delta 2. So let us try and calculate delta 1. Okay, if I calculate delta 1, so I will get the result as 6, 3 and 14, 6, 3 and 14 over here, and over here I will get 1 beta 2 and 1 7 3, 1 beta 2 1 7 and 3. Now similar to this I want to try some operations and let us apply some column operations. So what I do something like this: column 3 goes to column 3 minus column 2, and column 1 goes to column 1 minus 6 times of column 2. So from here if I expand, if I see this apply the transformation, I will get 0 over here and 0 over here, and the second column will remain unchanged, which is this particular thing, and then 7 minus of beta. So from here I will also get 3 minus 2, that is basically 1, and similarly I will get the values over here as 3 minus 6 beta, and from here I will get 14 minus 12, that is basically 2. So this value will basically equal to 2. So if I expand on the first row, I will get minus 1 times of, if I see this particular result, I will get 3 minus 6 beta into 1, okay, minus of 2 times of 7 minus beta. Okay, so from here if I expand this result, I will get 3 minus of 6 beta minus of 14 plus of 2 beta. So from here I will get the result as 4 times of beta, because this is minus of 4 beta, and this will be basically minus of 11, so this obviously will be plus of 11. So from here if I say that alpha equal to beta and equal to 7, so if beta value is 7, if beta value is equal to 7, can I say that delta 1 will basically will non equal to 0? So from here what I will get the C, that this if this particular condition is satisfied, that alpha or beta का value same हो जाए and are equal to 7, then the system has no solution. This is basically again a true statement. So this cannot be the option to the this cannot be the answer to this particular question. Now we are left with two of the options. So let us try and solve the B option. Okay, let us try and solve the B option. Now from B option what I see, that alpha beta lies on this particular line, that is given out as x minus 2y plus 7 and 0. So I can say that alpha minus 2 beta plus 7 is basically equal to 0. Now which is basically equal to minus of delta. Now minus of delta is equal to 0, that means delta is equal to 0. Now what is also given in the condition is that alpha and beta are equal. Alpha and beta will basically is not equal to 7, 7. So if there is a point, for every point alpha and beta which is not equal to 7, 7, okay, that means alpha beta का value 7, 7 नहीं है, but for any point for every point which is lying on this particular line, which is lying on this particular straight line, अगर एक straight line के ऊपर कोई भी point alpha, beta lie कर रहा है and this alpha, beta is not equal to 7, 7, because 7, 7 एक point है जो lie कर सकते हैं इस particular line में. तो अगर अल्फा और बीटा का वैल्यू सेम नहीं है, सो व्हाट कैन आई कमेंट? अगर अल्फा बीटा का वैल्यू लाइक इफ आई से दैट अल्फा और बीटा का वैल्यू सेम है, ओके, सो व्हाट आई कैन कमेंट फ्रॉम हियर, दैट इज अल्फा माइनस 2 बीटा इज बेसिकली इक्वल टू माइनस ऑफ 7. ओके, now if I say that alpha beta is equal to beta but not equal to 7, then I can say what important thing is that, okay, so if I say like this way, अगर मैं ऐसे बोलता हूँ कि अल्फा और बीटा का वैल्यू इक्वल है बट दे आर नॉट इक्वल टू 7, देन आई गेट व्हाट थिंग, इफ अल्फा एंड बीटा इज इक्वल, then from here I can say and they are not equal to 7, then I can say the delta value is non-zero. So in such case I will get unique solution. In that particular situation does not correspond to this infinitely many solution. I hope this particular thing is clear. Okay, that particular situation doesn't confirm, that doesn't correlates to that particular situation where it has infinitely many solution. So if I say that alpha and beta lies on this particular line, then it gives the result that delta is equal to 0. This particular gives the result that the delta is equal to 0. But if I say that alpha and beta they do have some values but they are not equal to 7, then can I say that delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3 can be equal to 0? All of them can be simultaneously equal to 0? Can I say? ऐसा बोल सकते हैं कि नहीं बोल सकते? We have to have some condition. So from here I cannot directly comment that this particular system has infinitely many solutions. So this particular statement becomes a false statement. So with this we get to the answer to this question, that is option B. Okay, I hope this particular discussion was clear. This question थोड़ा theoretical है. I hope this particular question ज़्यादा clear होगा अगर theory को अच्छे से पढ़ रखे हो, ठीक है? If you are very much go thorough with the theory, then you will have the better understanding of this particular situation कि मैं कैसे कैसे चीज़ों को determine करके बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है? अगर मैं इस particular option में फिर से repeat कर रहा हूँ, जैसे मैंने बोला कि अल्फा और बीटा basically line पे satisfy कर रहा है and अगर इस particular condition को satisfy कर रहा है, then I get the value of delta is basically equal to 0. So from here I will get the delta का value क्या है? delta का value 0 मिल जाएगा मुझे यहाँ से, तो डेल्टा का वैल्यू मुझे 0 मिल जाएगा अगर ये पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करेगा. एंड अगर और डेल्टा का वैल्यू 0 मिल गया पर अल्फा और बीटा इक्वल नहीं है, ओके, एंड अल्फा और बीटा इक्वल है या फिर इक्वल नहीं भी है, मान लेते इक्वल है या फिर इक्वल नहीं भी है, बट द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दे आर नॉट इक्वल टू 7. In case they are equal to 7, we already see that this delta 1 is basically non-zero. In that particular situation we are getting no solution. Okay, that is inconsistent system of equation. So in the case that alpha and beta not equal or maybe equal but they are not equal to 7, then in such case we cannot directly comment and say that we get infinitely many solutions. So with that, this particular situation, this particular case becomes basically, that is option B, becomes basically the wrong statement. So इसको हम बोल सकते हैं कि this is the following statement is basically a false statement. So with this become the answer to this question. I hope this particular discussion is clear. If not clear, try it out on your own and try to think and reconsider. आप एक lecture को फिर से शांत जगह में बैठ के देखो and try to understand the concepts what you have written in your notes. Okay, just go through your notes and try to understand on this particular thing. So okay, so with this I come to the end, okay, of this particular question, and let us move on to the third question. So in the third question we are given with an important question, and this type of question I have already talked about कि ऐसा मैट्रिक्स दे रखा है 3x3 मैट्रिक्स और उसको कुछ हायर पावर कैलकुलेट करने के लिए बोल रहा है ना, तो इट डजेंट डायरेक्टली इम्प्लाइज कि एनी इफ यू टेक द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ ए स्क्वायर या फिर ए क्यूब या फिर ए की पावर 4 देन यू विल गेट सम सिंप्लीफाइड रिजल्ट एंड उसके बेसिस में आप कुछ एक रिजल्ट को डायरेक्टली सॉल्व कर सकते हो, ठीक है. सो व्हाट आई सी इफ आई हैव टू बाइनोमियली एक्सपेंड दिस पर्टिकुलर रिजल्ट, सो व्हाट आई विल गेट इफ आई डू द बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन देन आई विल गेट 11c0 a की पावर 11 प्लस 11c1 a की पावर 10 आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स की पावर 1. Similarly, this particular thing 11c2 a की power this will be basically 9 and identity matrix की power 2 and so on till 11c11 identity matrix की power 11. So from here I have to see, I have to calculate a की power 11, a की power 10 and a की power 9. So which is basically a tedious process. तो ये टफ प्रोसेस हो सकता है. तो बेसिकली लेट अस ट्राई एंड सी कि a की पावर 11 a की पावर 9 इज देयर एनी कोरिलेशन फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर मैट्रिक्स. ओके, नाउ लेट अस ट्राई एंड कैलकुलेट a स्क्वायर. अगर ए स्क्वायर कैलकुलेट करूँगा ना तभी मेरे को ट्रिक मिल जाएगा कि क्या चीज़ चल रहा है इस क्वेश्चन में. अगर आप अच्छे से क्वेश्चन देखो ना कि आपके लिए मैट्रिक्स कितना सिंप्लीफाइड कर रखा है, ठीक है. दिस इज बेसिकली आइडियल इंपॉर्टेंट मैट्रिक्स दे रखा है, ठीक है. ओके, सो इफ यू एक्चुअली अप्लाई दिस पर्टिकुलर स्क्वायर देन यू विल गेट द रिजल्ट. व्हाट रिजल्ट विल यू गेट? सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ आई एक्सपैंड दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट, ओके, अगर मैं कंप्यूट करता हूँ इस प्रोडक्ट को क्या मिलेगा. तो फर्स्ट रो इफ गोज टू फर्स्ट कॉलम देन आई विल गेट द रिजल्ट एज 1. फर्स्ट रो गोज टू द सेकेंड कॉलम आई विल गेट द रिजल्ट एज 0. सिमिलरली यहाँ पर भी 0 मिलेगा. अगर मैं सेकेंड रो और फर्स्ट कॉलम को यूज़ करता हूँ देन आई विल गेट द रिजल्ट एज 0. सिमिलरली आई यूज द थर्ड रो एंड द फर्स्ट कॉलम देन ऑल्सो आई विल गेट द एलिमेंट एज 0. Okay, perform it nicely then you will get 0. Now what is left is that if I compute this particular the second row with second column I will get the result as this result basically will be if I compute and I will get 16 minus 12. Okay, similarly if I compute second row with third column I will get the result as minus 4 and plus 3 that basically will be minus 1. And similarly if I use the third row and the second column I will get the result 48 minus of 36 that is basically equal to 12. And similarly the third row with third column I will get minus 2 and minus of minus 9 that is basically 3 minus 3 from here. So from here what I see, I basically get the matrix A only. So what I see from here that basically A square is equal to A, that is basically an idempotent matrix. ओके, सो व्हाट आई गेट द रिजल्ट. यहाँ पर क्या मिल रहा है कि अगर ए स्क्वायर का कंप्यूट कर रहे हैं वी आर गेटिंग ए. सो सिमिलरली इफ ए स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू ए दैट डायरेक्टली मीन्स दिस इज एन आइडेंपोटेंट मैट्रिक्स. एंड इफ आई कैलकुलेट द हायर पावर, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई कैलकुलेट ए क्यू दिस बेसिकली ए स्क्वायर इंटू ए. So a square is basically a, so that is basically also a square and a square is also equal to a. So I get the result कि क्या मिल रहा है, a क्यूब करने में भी a मिल रहा है. Similarly if I go and compute the higher power I will also get the result as a. तो यहाँ पर अगर मैं इस चीज़ को बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन का जो वैल्यू है उसको अगर लिखूँ तो व्हाट आई गेट दिस बेसिकली 11c0 a प्लस 11c1 a एंड आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स से मल्टीप्लाई करके अगर मैट्रिक्स को लिख रहा है दैट मीन्स सिमिलरली a एंड सिमिलरली गोज ऑन टू 11c11 i. सो व्हाट आई गेट द रिजल्ट. यहाँ पर क्या मिल रहा है अगर मैं a को कॉमन ले लूँ एंड a इज मल्टीप्लाइड बाई दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग्स आर स्केलर्स. So if I see the scalars multiplication this is basically 11c0 11c1 and goes up to 11c10 plus if I add and then I add over here basically will be equal to 11c11 identity matrix. So if I expand this result what I get the result as basically that is a plus identity matrix की power 11 I get the result as 11c0 plus 11c1 and so on up to 11c10 times of a plus 11c11 times of identity matrix. Okay, so this will basically be identity matrix. Okay, now if I compute this result we already are familiar with the result that is if I compute nc0 plus nc1 and so on up to ncn I get the result directly which is equal to 2 की पावर n. अगर आप ये रिजल्ट को नहीं जानते हो ओके देन स्टे ट्यून फॉर द लेक्चर्स ऑफ बाइनोमियल थ्योरम देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन दिस पर्टिकुलर थ्योरम आल्सो एंड द रिजल्ट. अगर नहीं पता है तो डायरेक्टली ये वाला रिजल्ट को अप्लाई करोगे तो व्हाट आई सी दैट इज अगर n का वैल्यू 11 यहाँ पर पुट करूँगा ना तो आई विल गेट द रिजल्ट 2 की पावर 11 ना. यहाँ पर एक चीज़ प्रॉब्लम है कि 11 से 11 यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट नहीं इस पर्टिकुलर समेशन में. इस पर्टिकुलर समेशन में 11 से 11 प्रेजेंट नहीं है तो क्या करूँ मैं 11 से 11 को प्लस करूँ एंड देन माइनस एंड वी नो दैट एन सी एन का वैल्यू इज डायरेक्टली इक्वल टू 1 होता है विच इज ऑल्सो इक्वल टू एन सी 0. Okay, now from here I will get the result which is similar this is equal to 2 की power 11 minus of 1 एंड बिकॉज अगर मैं 11 से 11 को प्लस करूँ तो मेरा ड्यूटी फर्स्ट बनता है कि 11 से 11 को माइनस भी करूँ, एंड 11 से 11 का वैल्यू कितना था 1, सो 11 से 0 प्लस अप टू 11 से 11 बेसिकली इक्वल टू 2 की पावर 11 माइनस ऑफ 11 से 11 बेसिकली इक्वल टू 1, तो 2 की पावर 11 minus 1 times of A plus of identity matrix. Now from here I have to actually see and calculate the trace of this particular matrix, that is A plus I identity matrix की power 11. So what I try to compute the trace of this particular matrix. So we have matrix A का जो trace है, so I can write from here that trace of A plus identity matrix की whole की power 11 be basically equal to trace of this particular thing, that is 2 की power 11 minus 1 times of identity matrix plus identity matrix का trace. So from here what I see, the trace of A का value कितना है, so if I calculate the value of A, trace of A, the value will basically 5 minus 3, that is basically equal to 2. So if you compute the trace of A, I will get the value of 2. So if I compute the trace of the required result, then I will get the result as 2 की power 11 minus 1 times of 2 plus of 3, because identity matrix का जो trace आता है that is 3. And if I compute this, the result will be 2 की power 12 minus 2 plus of 1, then I will get the result as 2 की power 12 plus 1, and we know 2 की power 12 का जो value होता है that is 4096 plus 1, this basically the result will be 4097. So with this I get the right answer to this question is option D. Is option D, that is 4097. I hope this solution is clear. Okay, now with this let us move on to the fourth question, and in this fourth question what I see, there is a P is a 3 cross 3. Okay, P is actually a 3 cross 3 matrix with the real entities such that P transpose is basically equal to alpha times of P plus, sorry not this alpha, this is actually A. Okay, यहाँ पर A दे रखा है, not alpha, तो this is equal to क्या दे रखा है, that is basically equal to A times of P प्लस A माइनस 1 टाइम्स ऑफ आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स. ना यहाँ पर और एक चीज़ स्पेसिफाई करके बोल रखा है, दैट इज A का वैल्यू दैट इज बेसिकली ग्रेटर देन 1. सो इफ आई टेक द मैट्रिक्स P as basically something like this, I take is A1, A2 and A3, B1, B2 and B3, C1, C2 and C3. So from here if I take transpose and write this particular result, I'll get A1, A2, A3 over here, B1, B2 and B3 over here, C1, C2 and C3 over here, and this particular thing is equal to A11, okay, plus of A minus 1, okay. Similarly this result will be A2 and A3. Similarly this result will be B1, this result will be C1 and this result will be B2 plus A minus 1 times of 1, okay, times of 1, and then from here I will get this result as B3. Similarly this will be C2 and this result will be C3 plus A minus 1. इसका मैट्रिक्स, दिस पर्टिकुलर मैट्रिक्स इज इक्वल टू दिस पर्टिकुलर मैट्रिक्स. नाउ ऑन कंपेयरिंग दिस रिजल्ट्स, ऑन अगर मैं इस दोनों को रिजल्ट को कंपेयर करता हूँ, सो व्हाट आई गेट इफ आई कंपेयर दिस रिजल्ट्स, आई विल गेट A1 इज बेसिकली इक्वल टू A1 प्लस A माइनस 1. सो फ्रॉम हियर आई गेट द रिजल्ट एज, अगर मैं A कॉमन लेता हूँ आई विल गेट A1 प्लस 1 माइनस ऑफ 1. So from here I see that A1 is basically equal to this particular thing. अगर मैं A1 और A इस पर दोनों चीज़ को इक्वेट करूँ, ओके, इफ़ आई इक्वेट दिस बोथ द थिंग्स आई विल गेट द रिजल्ट ऑफ सिंपल रिजल्ट जो मुझे मिलने वाला है ना. अगर मैं A1 को माइनस 1 पुट करूँ, सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ़ आई सी द वैल्यू ऑफ A1, सो फ्रॉम हियर आई विल गेट द रिजल्ट. ओके, अगर मैं A1 को कॉमन लेता हूँ, ओके, एंड आई टेक दिस 1 ओवर दिस पर्टिकुलर साइड, सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ आई सॉल्व, दैट इज A of A1 plus 1 is basically equal to A1 plus 1. So from here if I cancel these two results, I will get out with the value of A, that is A1 is basically equal to, sorry मैं कुछ गलत कर रहा हूँ I guess, let me check for the calculation mistake. अगर मैं फिर से चेक करूँगा, ठीक है, okay. So on comparing the matrix equality, I will get with this particular result, that is A1 is equal to A1 plus A minus 1. So from here if I take A1 common, if I take this particular A1 on this particular side, I get A1 times of 1 minus of A, which is equal to A minus 1. So from here I get the value of A1 is equal to minus 1. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. So from here I get the value of A1 as minus 1. Now if similarly if I go on and expand and if I check the diagonal entities, I will get, now similarly if I check the diagonal entities, I will also get the value of B2 and equal to C2, which and is also equal to A1 is basically equal to minus 1. If I compute this result similar to this particular fashion, I will get B2, C2, C3 and A1 is basically all of them are equal and equal to minus 1. Now if I see other elements, that is if I compare this element with this particular element. Okay, if I compare these particular elements, okay, if I compare these particular elements, so there is actually a multiplied with this. Okay, actually a is multiplied with this, a is multiplied over here, a is multiplied over here, a is multiplied over here, and a is multiplied, because a is multiplied with P matrix. I forgot to multiply a with all the elements. Okay, don't do this particular silly mistakes. And if I compare this result with this particular result, I will get the value as a2 will basically equal to b1. And similarly, if I compare this result with this result, I will get a2 will be equal to I get the value of a2 will be equal to ab1. Okay, ab1. Okay, cool. Now from here, if I put a2 in this particular equation, I get a square b1 is basically equal to b1. Okay, so I will get the value of a square b1 is equal to b1. So from here, if I take b1 common, I get the result as 0. So from here, what I see that a square ka jo value that is greater than 1. So this particular result can never be equal to 0. So what can have to be 0? Then b1 have to be 0. Similarly, if I correspond and calculate the other quantities, I will get the result as a2 is equal to a3 equal to b1 equal to b3 equal to c1 equal to c2 is basically all other entities will be 0. So from here, I get the P matrix will basically simply look like -1 0 0 0 -1 0 0 0 -1. So this is a diagonal matrix with all the diagonal elements as -1 and the non-diagonal elements as 0. So from this particular condition, if I expand from here, if I see the value of the determinant of this particular matrix will basically equal to the product of the diagonal elements, that is basically -1. So what is actually asked to calculate in this question is basically question में जो बोला गया, that is actually I have to check this answer. So if I have to check for the adjoint of P का determinant, so this is basically determinant of P की power 2, because these are 3 cross 3 matrix, the n minus 1. Okay, so this from here I will get the result as -1 की square, that is basically equal to 1. From here the correct answer to this question is basically option A. ओके, सो आई होप दिस पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन इज क्लियर. तो इस क्वेश्चन को अप्लाई करने का एक ही ट्रिक था कि जहाँ पर कुछ बोला नहीं कि ऑल द एंटिटीज आर रियल, जस्ट एज्यूम इट बाय एनी वेरिएबल्स. ओके, एंड देन यू गो ऑन एंड सॉल्विंग एंड सिंप्लीफाई दिस पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल रिजल्ट्स, यू विल गेट टू द आंसर. आई होप दिस पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन वाज क्लियर. ठीक है, तो विद दिस लेट अस मूव टू द फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन. एंड इन दिस फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन what is actually given, in this question we are actually have to calculate a matrix A दे रखा है. ठीक है, अगर मैट्रिक्स A दे रखा है in such fashion like this, so can I calculate and directly say what is the adjoint? I took this question just to make you clear that the adjoint को directly कैसे shortcut से calculate कर सकते हैं. So for calculating the adjoint, we have to replace the diagonal entities and the non diagonal entities को negative minus से replace कर दें, negative से negation से replace कर देते हैं उसी नंबर का. This is only for 2 cross 2 matrix, क्योंकि यहाँ पर 2 cross 2 matrix दे रखा है, तो उसका adjoint का जो shortcut होता है that is applied such like that. So I took this question just to show you that कभी कभी अगर क्वेश्चन में ना बहुत जल्दी शॉर्टकट से भी क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा instead of actually calculating the adjoint. Okay, now what is given, now from here I have to calculate this particular result, that is a minus d times of adjoint of a का whole का determinant is basically equal to 0. So from here if I check the matrix, this particular matrix, what matrix comes out, and this particular matrix will be mn p and q over here, and minus of d times of this particular matrix basically will be dq, and minus of dn. Similarly, this result will be minus of dp d times of m. So from here if I compute this result, I compute this result, I will get the result as matrix will be basically equal to m minus dq. Similarly, this will be basically n minus dn. This will basically be how much? This will be n minus dn. This result will be n minus dn. Similarly, this result will be p minus dp. Okay, and similarly this result will be q minus of dm. So from here if I compute the determinant of this value and equate it to 0, so what a result I will get from here, the result I will get basically equal to p minus dq times of q minus dm will basic minus of, or if I take minus of, this will be p minus dp times of n minus dn, which is equal to 0. So from here if I solve the result, I will solve the result, what is given, that is m minus dq times of q minus dm is equal to p, and if I take n common from here I will get the result as 1 minus d ka whole square. So from here I will get the result as, if I take p common from here and n common from here, this I will get the 1 minus d square as common. Okay, so with this result, if I expand this result, okay, because I have to calculate in terms like this, that is 1 plus d का whole square का टर्म में कैलकुलेट करके दिखाना है. So from here I get actually basically 1 minus d square, and यहाँ पर जो क्वेश्चन में ऑप्शन दे रखा है, राइट. सो फ्रॉम द ऑप्शंस आई हैव टू कैलकुलेट एक्चुअली 1 प्लस डी स्क्वायर या फिर 1 प्लस डी का होल स्क्वायर. सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ आई चेक ऑन द ऑप्शंस, okay, if I check on the options and if I try to compute as particular there like that only, so from here I will get the product as mq, and if I compute this particular thing, then I will get d square mq. Okay, so from here mq, and this will result in d square mq. Okay, minus of, I won't put the bracket over here. Okay, so minus of, so from here minus of dq square, so and minus of dm square is which is equal to pn times of 1 plus d square minus of 2d. So from here if I calculate this result, okay, so what I see from here, if I compute this particular results, okay, the results looks not very simplified. Okay, so from here if I try and check out the options, so what does the option has to say? Okay, so what we can do, I can eliminate two important things, that is okay. So from here I am not getting the result. Let me check for the any mistakes I do in this particular question. Okay, I have done a very big mistake. Okay, so from here if I check on, I have done a very big mistake, that is basically minus of minus is basically come out to plus, and plus over here, and similarly these results are okay. And then if I expand, I will get the values p plus dp and n plus dn. So from here the results which I will get will basically 1 plus d ka whole square. So this result will be 1 plus d ka whole square. So from here then I expand, I will get the result as plus over here. And similarly if I go on and expand this particular result, if this result is expanded, so I will get mq minus of, if I take d square common, that is mq square and ms square times of d plus of mq times of d square, which is equal to np times of 1 plus d ka whole square plus 2 times of d pn. Okay, so from here if I take d square common, okay, from here if I take d square common, तो d square कहाँ occur कर रहा है, that is from here I will, if I take d square common, I will get mq. Okay, so I will get mq minus of np, यहाँ से d square का कॉमन लेके लिख रहे हैं m square times of mq minus of np, and this particular result and added with plus 1 times of, and then the result which I will left out with basically equal to, and if I take all the coefficient of d in that particular side, in one particular side, okay, and okay, let us take the non coefficient which is not the, which doesn't have the d term, that is basically mq, and the d terms किस में नहीं है, that is basically np. So from here I will get this mq minus of mp, which is equal to d का अगर terms को अगर club करते, then I will get 2np plus m plus of यहाँ से मिलेगा एक्चुअली m स्क्वायर एंड q स्क्वायर. अगर मैं q स्क्वायर का क्लब करता हूँ, ओके, एंड d का कोफिशिएंट को क्लब करता हूँ, ओके, सो फ्रॉम हियर द रिजल्ट आई विल गेट ओवर हियर आई बेसिकली इक्वल टू ना mq minus np सेम एज mq minus np. सो फ्रॉम हियर आई गेट द रिजल्ट एज d स्क्वायर प्लस 1 टाइम्स ऑफ mq माइनस ऑफ np. ना विच थिंग इज ऑल्सो इक्वल टू, अगर मैं इस चीज़ को देखूँगा अच्छे से मैं इसको देखता हूँ, एंड फ्रॉम हियर इफ आई टेक d, okay, if I take d common from here, then I will get the result as 2np plus m square plus q square. Okay, so from here if I have to, if I see from this particular result, and what I see from this particular result is basically 2 times of d. अगर मैं इस particular result को use करता हूँ, if I use this particular result, the mq minus of np, and from here if I see, that is basically equal to m square plus of q square plus from here, then I calculate and eliminate a d from here. If I calculate and eliminate d from here, okay, what the result I will get basically equal to 2d is equal to, so what I get over here is basically 2d is basically equal to 2mq minus 2np. Okay, I hope this result is correct. Okay, if I calculate the 2d times, okay, if I calculate this particular thing, okay, 2d, and from here if I get the result as 2d, which is basically equal to 2mq minus of 2np. So if I compute and add to this particular term, then I will get the value of, okay, 1 plus d ka, from here I will get the value as, okay, let me write the result over here. So from there I will get the result, okay, I am writing the result over here. So from there I will get the result as 1 plus d ka whole square is basically equal to m plus q ka whole square. Okay, so from this particular result can be easily derived. Okay, so I hope this particular solution was clear. Okay, so with this we get the right option to this answer is basically option number D. I hope this particular solution was clear. Okay, and let us move on to the sixth question. Okay, now let us move on to the sixth question. And what does question has to say? Now this question basically mentions that there is alpha and beta, which are basically real numbers, and a 3 cross 3 matrix is given over here, such that the result A square is basically equal to 3 times of A plus alpha times of identity matrix. Now from here I can see that this particular thing is basically similar. If you have watched my Cayley-Hamilton theorem video, then I have already talked about कि अगर higher power matrix का express कर रहे किसी alpha times of A plus beta times of identity matrix, then such matrix can be easily solved by Cayley-Hamilton theorem. But we don't have the knowledge over eigenvalues over here, so it is better to solve this particular matrix by continued product method. Okay, it is better to solve this particular question by continued method. Okay, so if I see and apply the continued product, so let us apply a cube from here, then I will get 3a square plus alpha times of a from here. Now a square is also already given as, now if I put a square as 3a plus alpha times of I plus alpha times of a, so from here I will get 9 times of a plus alpha times of 3 identity matrix plus of a. From here I will get the result as 3 times of alpha times of matrix plus alpha times of a. Okay, so from here I can club 9 plus alpha times of a plus 3 times of alpha I. So from here I get the result. This is the result which I get corresponding to a cube. Now if I compute the a cube power 4, that is multiplying again a cube by a, so what I will get, 9 plus alpha into a square plus 3 alpha times of a. So from here again if I put a square is equal to 3a plus alpha times of identity matrix, I will get the required result, which is a cube power 4. So from here I will put this particular result, then I will get, then from here if I expand this particular result, I'll get 9 plus alpha times of 3 times of a plus alpha into 9 plus alpha times of identity matrix plus 3 alpha times of a. So from here if I simplify this particular result, I will get 27 plus 3 times of a plus 3 times of a, that basically will be equal to 6 times of alpha. And if I take common, then I will get a over here plus of identity matrix के साथ जो आने वाला, that is 9 alpha plus alpha square, 9 alpha plus alpha square times of identity matrix. So from here I see that this particular result is given as 21. So if I equate this 20, because it is given as 21a plus beta times of I, because a की power 4 ही तो कैलकुलेट किए ना यहाँ से, और इन द क्वेश्चन a की power 4 is basically mentioned as 21 times of a plus beta times of identity matrix. So if I expand this result and compare the 27 plus 6 times of alpha, it will basically equal to 21. So if I see, this will be basically 6 alpha is basically equal to minus of 6. Okay, so from here alpha का वैल्यू कितना मिलने वाला, that is -1. So if I compute beta, similarly beta का वैल्यू क्या होने वाला, 9 minus 9 plus 1 will basically equal to -8. So from here what I get, the right answer to this question is basically equal to beta is equal to -8. So I hope this particular solution was clear. So with this, option D is the right answer to this question. Okay, so let us move on to the seventh question and try to solve out. सबसे पहले पॉज करो, सॉल्व करो एंड देन गेट बैक टू द आंसर. ओके, सो विद दिस क्वेश्चन बेसिकली द सिंपल क्वेश्चन, अगेन मैंने ये ऐसा टाइप का क्वेश्चन काफ़ी बार रिपीट कर चुका हूँ. ठीक है, आई होप यू आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दिस टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन. तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन इसलिए मैंने बोला कि देयर इज सम काइंड ऑफ कैच इन दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. डिटरमिनेंट को कैसे निकाला जाए जल्दी से एंड देन वी गेट टू दिस पर्टिकुलर रिजल्ट विच इज यूजिंग द प्रॉपर्टीज. सो प्रॉपर्टीज प्लस डिटरमिनेंट प्लेज अ वेरी गुड कॉम्बिनेशन रोल इन टॉपिक ऑफ मैट्रिक्स एंड डिटरमिनेंट. ओके, अगर मेरे को देखा जाए कि दिस पर्टिकुलर डिटरमिनेंट का वैल्यू निकालना है, दिस पर्टिकुलर डिटरमिनेंट का वैल्यू बेसिकली क्या होने वाला है, दैट इज ए स्क्वायर का डिटरमिनेंट की पावर, क्योंकि 3 क्रॉस 3 मैट्रिक्स है, दिस विल बी n-2, दैट इज 2 की पावर 2 आने वाला, क्योंकि 2 बार डिटरमिनेंट लिखा हुआ है. सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ आई सी दिस रिजल्ट विल बी ए स्क्वायर की डिटरमिनेंट की पावर 4. सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ आई एक्सपैंड एंड दिस विल बी डिटरमिनेंट ऑफ ए की पावर 8. सो लेट अस ट्राई एंड सॉल्व द डिटरमिनेंट ऑफ ए. सो अगर मैं डिटरमिनेंट ऑफ ए को निकालने की कोशिश करूँ, सो व्हाट कैन आई कमेंट, देयर इज बेसिकली सम लॉ. ओके, अगर मैं log a बेस b लिखता हूँ, दैट कैन ऑल्सो बी रिटन एज log a बेस 10 बाई log b बेस 10. So this particular thing can also be written as log a base some constant divided by log b base some constant. Can I write like this? I can definitely write like this. Okay, and base का जो value है, that should be greater than 0 and cannot be equal to 1. We already know that by the function rules, the domain of this particular function can exist in that particular situation when this value is greater than 0 and this particular value is greater than 0 but not equal to 1. Okay, and similarly if I solve and write the 1 over here as log x by log x, I can write 1 over here as log x by log x. Similarly, if I try to calculate determinant value, I can write 1 over here as log x by log x, this particular thing as log x by log y, and this particular value as log x divided by log z over here. And similarly, we go on and write this particular 2 as log y by divided by log y, and this particular 3 as log z divided by log z, and so on. If you fill these particular things, what do you see from here, that from each and every row I can take 1 by from the first row I can take 1 by log x common, from the second row I can take 1 by log y common, and on the third row I can take 1 by log z common, if you compute these other elements also. So and if I take these particular things as common, that is 1 by log x, 1 by log z, and 1 by log y common, then I get the result, which is basically log x over here, and then I will get log y over here and log z over here. And similarly, if and on taking out these particular things as common, I will left out along any particular row, what I will see, the values of the log will basically be same, and that particular value of the log will be again common. And if I and then again take a common, that is log x from this first column, log y from the second column, and log z from the third column, I will be left out the result as log x, log y, and log z. And with this, the determinant value will be 1, 2, 1, 1, and 1, 1, 2, and 1, 1, 1, and 3. Okay, so from this, I can write the determinant of A will basically equal to 1, 1, and 1, 1, 2, and 1, 1, 1, and 3. Now with this, let us apply some eliminate transformation, that is row 2 goes to row 2 minus row 1, and similarly row 3 goes to रो 3 माइनस रो 1. अगर नहीं भी ट्रांसफॉर्म करोगे तो भी डायरेक्टली रिजल्ट आ जाएगा. ओके, बट ओके लेट अस राइट इन टर्म्स ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, ताकि ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में रिवाइज हो जाए. ओके, तो इसको माइनस करके देन इज 1 एंड दिस विल बी 0, दिस विल बी 0, दिस विल बी 2. सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ आई राइट द रिजल्ट, दिस विल बेसिकली इक्वल टू 2. तो डिटर्मिनेंट का जो वैल्यू ऑफ एफ ए इज बेसिकली इक्वल टू 2. सो फ्रॉम हियर आई गेट द एक्चुअल क्वेश्चन का जो क्वेश्चन पूछा था, दैट इज एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए स्क्वायर का डिटर्मिनेंट का वैल्यू कितना होने वाला है. एंड फ्रॉम हियर आई विल गेट द रिजल्ट एज 2 की पावर 8, बिकॉज आई ऑलरेडी सीन दैट एडजॉइंट ऑफ ए स्क्वायर का डिटर्मिनेंट का वैल्यू इज बेसिकली ए डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए की पावर 8. सो डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इज 2, so I will get the result as 2 की पावर 8. So with this, the correct option to this question is basically option number B. Okay, so the answer to this question is basically option number B. Okay, I hope you understood the question. Okay, now let us move on to the 8th question. A question देख के बहुत डरावना लग रहा होगा, ठीक है, but the question there is nothing, there is basically nothing to basically talk about. So सबसे पहले दे रखा है एक मैट्रिक्स दे रखा है जिसका वैल्यू, जिसको बोल रहा है सिंगुलर मैट्रिक्स. सो जैसे मेरे को सिंगुलर मैट्रिक्स दिखा, आई विल डायरेक्टली अप्लाई दिस डिटर्मिनेंट वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू 0. नाउ व्हाट इज सेड दैट अल्फा इज बेसिकली रूट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन. अगर अल्फा इस चीज़ का रूट है, दैट मीन्स अल्फा विल सेटिस्फाई दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन, दैट इज ए माइनस सी अल्फा स्क्वायर प्लस बी माइनस ए अल्फा प्लस c minus b will basically equal to 0. Okay, so from here if I expand this determinant value of this particular matrix, a square alpha square alpha 1 1 and 1 over here, and a b and c over here, and this determinant value is equal to 0. Now let us solve this determinant. Okay, so solve करने के कैसे, एक काम करते कॉलम ट्रांसफॉर्म लगाते हैं. column 2 goes to column 2 minus column 1 and column 3 goes through. Okay, now let us not use this part. Column 2 goes to column 2 minus column 3 and column 1 goes to column 1 minus column 3. So from here I will get the result as alpha square minus 1, and this will be alpha minus 1 over here, 1 over and c over here. Similarly this result will be 0, this result will be 0, and this result will be a minus c, and this result will be b minus c. So if I equate it to 0 and I solve and expand this particular equation, what result I will get? I will get minus 1 times of alpha square minus 1 times of alpha square minus 1 times of b minus c, okay, minus of alpha minus 1 of a minus c. This is equal to 0. So from here if I expand, it's alpha square minus 1 common लेते हैं अगर b minus c and minus of alpha minus 1, and if I take a minus c common from here and equate it to 0, so from here what I get the result as basically अगर मैं इसको पूरा एक्सपेंड करके लिखता हूँ ना, अगर मैं इसको थोड़ा एक्सपेंड करके लिखता हूँ, so what will I get from here? इस पर्टिकुलर थिंग कैन ओनली फ्रॉम हियर अल्फा स्क्वायर और माइनस 1 को मैं लिख सकता हूँ अल्फा माइनस 1 एंड अल्फा इंटू अल्फा प्लस 1. दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग कैन बी रिटन एज अल्फा माइनस 1 इंटू अल्फा प्लस 1 times of b minus c, which is equal to alpha minus 1 times of a minus c. So alpha minus 1 and alpha minus 1 is cancel out from here because alpha is not equal to 0. ठीक है. अगर अल्फा इज नॉट इक्वल टू 1 तो मैं कैंसिल कर सकता हूँ बोथ साइड से, एंड फ्रॉम हियर आई विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ अल्फा प्लस 1 टाइम्स ऑफ बी माइनस सी विल बेसिकली इक्वल टू ए माइनस सी. नाउ ये रिजल्ट कब ट्रू हो सकता है? ओके, लेट अस चेक फॉर द ट्रूथ ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन. सो फ्रॉम हियर what I will get the value, what I will get the value, अगर मैं अल्फा और इस पर्टिकुलर थिंग को इक्वेट करूँगा तो आई विल गेट सम रिजल्ट. अगर अल्फा का वैल्यू -1 हो जाए, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ अल्फा का वैल्यू -1 हो जाए तो आई विल गेट 0 टाइम्स ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग. ओके, इफ अल्फा का वैल्यू -1 हो जाए देन आई विल गेट 0 टाइम्स ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग which can be 0 नॉट इक्वल टू 0 बिकॉज दिस इज डिस्टिंक्ट रियल नंबर, दिस इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0. सो अल्फा का वैल्यू यहाँ पर से मैं कमेंट नहीं कर सकता हूँ. सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ आई चेक आउट on the value of alpha, so from here if I check out on the value of alpha, okay, and if I have to compute this particular result, that the result is given as a minus c ka whole square, and the results are given as a minus c ka whole square divided by b minus a into c minus b, b minus a into c minus b plus of b minus a ka whole square over here and plus of c minus a ka whole square, obviously c minus b ka whole square, and then divided by this result is divided by a minus c and c minus b, a minus c and c minus b, and similarly this result will basically be a minus c into b minus a minus c into b minus a minus c into b minus a. So from here if I expand this particular result, what will I get? What type of answer I will get if I take a minus b, okay, sorry, not a minus b, let us take b minus a common from here. Okay, so if I take b minus a common from here, if I take b minus a common and over here then c minus b, and then I take b minus c, because this is actually b minus c, okay, and this is actually c minus b. Okay, let us take c minus b. Okay, don't take out mistakes. Okay, don't try to make mistakes from here after solving this particular thing. Okay, c minus b. Okay, c minus b is already written over here, so should not be written. Okay, if I compute this basically what result will be left at? C and a is not given over here, so a minus c will be there written over here. So a minus c will be there, and if I compute and if I take c, this is basically a minus c ka whole cube plus a plus times of b minus a ka whole cube plus c minus b ka whole cube. So from here if I check out this particular equation, on this particular equation and try to get some values from this. Okay, so if I check out this particular equation is involving a, c and b and c over here. So if I expand this particular result, along if I expand this particular result, now let us expand this particular result as alpha squared times of c minus b. Okay, from here if I take this particular thing on this particular side, I can write alpha squared times of c minus b. Okay, and then I can subtract alpha times of, because alpha is given over here, subtract alpha times of c minus a, If I take this alpha minus 1 on this particular side, it will be positive, and c minus if I write, then again it will become negative. Okay, so from here minus alpha times of c minus a and plus of b minus a. Now this particular thing comes, something looks like a quadratic equation. So this particular value is equal to 0. it कब 0 हो सकता है? It can be 0 only when alpha is basically equal to 1. अगर अल्फा का वैल्यू 1 हो जाए देन ओनली दिस पार्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन कैन बी इक्वल टू 0. अगर मैं अल्फा का वैल्यू 1 पुट कर दूँ, व्हाट आई विल गेट द रिजल्ट एज c minus b minus of c minus a plus of b minus a, which is equal to 0. From here if I solve I will get basically equal to a plus b plus c whole 2 times is equal to 0. So if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, okay, or if I change this particular result and if I write this particular result as this, like this way, okay, because c minus b is present here, b minus a is present here, but c minus a is not present here. So if I write this as b minus c plus of a minus c plus of b minus a, okay, which is equal to 0. Now if a square plus b square plus c square is basically, if a plus b plus c is whole equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is basically 3 times of a into b into c. So from here I can write the result as 3 times of b minus a times of a minus c okay, A minus C times of C minus B divided by B minus A times of A minus C times of C minus B. From here I get the result, which is 3. That is the answer to this particular question. So from here I get the result of this question as basically option number A. I hope this solution was clear. So with this, let us move on to the 8th question. Okay, let us move on to the 9th question. So what does the question has to mention over here? Now again this question says another matrix is given and a matrix B naught is expressed this. So मैंने क्या बोला था, जब भी मैट्रिक्स का हायर पावर देख रहा होगा तो there will be some catch from this particular question. उस catch को देखना है and then we have to solve that particular thing. So let us try and expand the result as a square. अगर मैं a square का वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करने की कोशिश करूँ, okay, that is a थोड़ा tedious process है, I know, but if I try to calculate the value of a square, what result will I get? Let us check. बिकॉज इस क्वेश्चन में ना चेकिंग के अलावा कुछ अदर ऑप्शन है नहीं मेरे पास, ठीक है. सो आई हैव टू चेक. So if I expand this particular, if I take first row and first column, I'll get 0 over here. If I take first row and second column, I will get 0 again. If I take first row and third column, I will get 1. If I take second row and the first column, I will get 1 over here. Okay, I will get 1 over here. If I take second row and second column, I will get 0. If I take second row and third column, again I will be 0. If I take third row and first column, I will get 0. If I take third row and second column, I will get 1. If I take third row and third column, I will get 0. So from here a square भी कुछ अच्छा खास टाइप का मैट्रिक्स दिख नहीं रहा है. So let us compute again higher powers. So from here if I try to calculate a cube, that is a square times of a, that basically will be 0 0 and 1 over here, 1 0 0 over here, 0 1 and 0 over here, and times of a, that is 0 1 0 0 0 1 and 1 0 0. So if I compute this result, this matrix multiplication, then what I see, that what I get to see is basically, if I take first row and first column, if I take the first row and first column, okay, okay, yeah, cool. If I have done no mistakes, okay, over here I guess actually have done a mistake, okay. While I was solving for this particular first row and first column, while I was solving, I will get the result as 0. The first row and the second column, I will get the result as 0. Now first row and the third column, I will also get the result as 1. Okay, cool. Now result is okay. So from here, if I compute the result of a cube, then if I solve the value of a cube, from here I will get the result as 1. So from here I get the result as 0. And first row and second column, I will get 0. And if I take first row and third column, I will again get 0. Similarly, if I take the second row and the first column, I will get 0. If I take second row and the second column, I will get 1 and 0 over here. And similarly, this will be 0. And if I take this will also be 0. And if I take third row and third column, I will get 1 over here. Okay. So from this, what I can see, that is a cube का जो value है, that is equal to identity matrix. Okay, so this is a basically an important result that I got, that is a cube is basically equal to identity matrix. So from there I can write this b naught matrix as something like this, a cube of 49 plus 2 times of a cube of 98. So what I can do like this, I can write a cube की power 16, that is 48 times of a plus 2 times of a की power. If 98 is basically divisible by 3, if not, let us check. If I divide by 3, what remainder I get? Okay, if I divide by 3, I get the quotient basically equal to 32 and the remainder is 2. So from here I can write 32 times a cube times of 32 into a square. Okay, so if I see this result, I will get the result as b naught का जो value आने वाला है ना मेरे पास, तो b naught का जो value आने वाला, that is basically identity into a plus of, that is basically identity into a, and then I will get the result as 2 times of a square. So if I compute this result, because a and a square are actually given, that is a is basically given 1 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0, and I already calculated the value of a square, and the a square into multiplied by 2 will basically be how much? And if I see this particular result, okay, if I see the a square जो value है and multiplied by 2, the a square का value जब multiplied by 2 करेंगे तो I will get 0 0 2 over here, and I will get 2 0 0, and then I will get, okay, there is 2 0 2 0 over here. So from here I will get the result as 1, from here I get the result as 0 1 and 2 2 0 and 1, and this will be 1 2 and 0. So from here I get the value of matrix b naught. So let us try and calculate the determinant value of b naught. Okay, now why did I calculate the determinant value of b naught? Because the question actually talks about the adjoint of some other matrix. Okay, so basically, and then its determinant. So let us calculate the determinant of b naught and check from the result. Okay, So if I calculate the determinant of B naught from here, if I expand on the first row, I'll get minus 1 times of, that is minus of 1, okay, and plus 2 times of, if I compute this will be 4. So from here the result what I will get basically equal to 8 plus 1, that is basically equal to 9. So from here B naught का जो determinant का value, that is 9. And what is also mentioned in this question, the question also mentioned basically that is Bn is basically equal to adjoint of B of n minus 1. So from here I have to actually calculate, the result of determinant of B4. So from what I can write, the determinant of B4 is basically equal to determinant of adjoint of B3. So this can also be written as determinant of B3 की power 2, because the order of the matrix is 3. So from here I can also write the determinant B3 as B3 will basically be equal to adjoint of B2, and adjoint of B2 का determinant basically how much, that is B2 का whole determinant का square, and square का square, that is basically B2 की power 4. And similarly if I write the result, this result will be B1 की power 8, and similarly this result will be equal to B naught की power 16. I hope you have understood this particular result. Okay, so let me write down what result I have actually used in this question. We already know that adjoint of matrix A determinant is basically equal to determinant of A की power n minus 1 if order is n. So from, if I write B4 का determinant basically equal to adjoint of B3, because it is given in the question इसका determinant, and B3 का determinant की power 2, because this particular property. So B3 is basically again equal to adjoint of B2 उसका determinant का square, and B2 is basically, and I can write this by the property B2 का square, and that is basically B2 power 4. And similarly if I write this result, I will get this B naught की power 16. Okay, if you compute the result simultaneous way, you will get B naught की power 16. And what is B naught? B naught basically, B naught का determinant का value कितना है 9. The 9 की power 16 is the result to this question. And if I write 9 की power 16, that is basically the option number C over here. Because 9 की power 16 can also be written as 3 square, and 9 is basically 3 square, and that is 3 की power 32. So from here the right answer to this question is basically option number C. So okay, so this was understood, and okay, this was basically clear. Okay, so let us move on to the next question. The next question mentioned, and this question is basically simple types of question. Why I took this question basically to illustrate the use of Cayley-Hamilton theorem to directly solve the question. So if you have already watched about the mathematics shorts, अगर mathematics shorts नहीं check out किया ना, do check out that particular mathematics shorts का जो playlist है in the particular channel only. Okay, so पहले तो channel को subscribe कर लो अगर आपको पता नहीं चल रहा कि content कहाँ पर मिल रहा है, ठीक है. So all those contents are actually given in my channel. So I am not taking up any single result without any explanation. So from here, if I try to write the characteristic equation, that is A minus delta lambda times of I and equality to 0. So what will I get? I will get 4 minus lambda minus 2 and alpha over here and beta minus lambda. इसका determinant का value अगर मैं 0 करता हूँ, directly equal to 0 करता हूँ, so what will I get? The result is A minus lambda 4 minus lambda times of beta minus lambda plus of 2 times of alpha, which is equal to 0. So from here, if I expand the result, I will get 4 times of beta, okay, minus of 4 times of lambda, and then I will get this result as minus of beta times of lambda, and I will get the result as plus of 4 times of beta plus 2 times of alpha is equal to 0. So if I change and write by the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, I can replace lambda with A. So from here what I will get, this will be basically I have missed one particular term, that is basically plus alpha square lambda square, and if lambda square is missed over here, so from here I can write this as A square. If I change by Cayley-Hamilton theorem, I can write A square times of A times of 4 minus beta minus 4 minus beta, and then I can write this results as plus 8 times of beta plus 2 times of alpha times of identity matrix basically equal to null matrix, and that is given in the question. So from here what I see on comparing the result what is given in the question, अगर मैं result को compare करता हूँ, what I get, that is basically A square plus gamma times of A plus 18 times of identity matrix basically equal to null matrix. So from here if I see the result, that is basically 8 times of beta plus 2 times of alpha, जो value दे रखा है, that is basically equal to 18. Okay, if I take 2 common from here, I will get basically the value is 9. So again I can compare the result and write this minus of 4 times of beta minus of minus of beta is basically its value, that is basically equal to gamma. Okay, so if I have to solve this particular result, and if I see and have to actually calculate the determinant of A, so determinant of A का value कैसे आने वाला, that is basically the product of these roots. So if I have this particular eigen value जो characteristic equation में लिख रखा हूँ ना, so from here if I have the roots as delta 1 and delta 2, so the determinant value of A can be directly written as by the properties the determinant value of A can be written as delta 1 into delta 2. So what we see is basically the product of the roots. So if I see the product of the roots from this particular question, I get the product of the roots as, so this particular result can also be related as this particular actually Cayley-Hamilton theorem actually also is the result as written as this. So I can write this result as, I can replace A with lambda, I can write this as lambda square plus gamma times of lambda plus 18 times of equal to 0, 18 equal to 0. I can write this as 18 plus 18 equal to 0 from the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. If I apply in the reverse direction, the Cayley-Hamilton theorem in the reverse direction, then I get this particular result. So from here, if I say that the roots are lambda 1 and lambda 2, I can write the product of the roots as basically equal to, I can write the product of the roots, that is basically lambda 1 into lambda 2. From here I can write it as 18. So from here what I get, the value of the determinant of A will basically equal to 18. So from here I get the right answer to this question is option number B. So I hope this particular solution was clear. Now if you are, this particular question becomes very easy if you actually use the characteristic equation of the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So I hope you have already watched the Cayley-Hamilton theorem in detail, so that you are actually familiar with this particular results, that is determinant of, अगर मैं Cayley-Hamilton theorem मुझे मिल जाए और characteristic दे रखा हो, for example there is a characteristic matrix of the polynomial and equal to 0, so from here I can make term two important conclusions, that is a sigma, that is sum of all the values of the roots is basically equal to trace of A, and the product of all the eigenvalues is basically equal to determinant value of the given matrix A, on which the Cayley-Hamilton theorem is actually applied. Okay, so let us move on to the next question, which is similar to this particular question which I already talked about. Now in this question we do not have to apply the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we can directly compute the result by taking the multiplication. Okay, so what is given, if I calculate A square from here in this question, and this is a 2 cross 2 matrix which doesn't give me a good effort. Okay, उतना ज़्यादा एफर्ट नहीं मिलेगा इस क्वेश्चन को कैलकुलेट करने का, वी कैन डायरेक्टली कैलकुलेट. दिस विल बी 1 minus of 4, this is basically minus 3, and this will be 2, and 2 minus of 10, this is basically minus of 8, and similarly this will be minus 2 and minus 2 plus of 10, so this will be 8 over here, and similarly this will be minus 4 and plus of 25, so this will be basically 21. So a square का वैल्यू मिल चुका है, and if I multiply alpha times of a square, so alpha times of a square plus beta times of A is basically given as 2 times identity matrix, there is a 2 0 and 0 2 over here. So from here I can write the results and I compare. If I compare the result, that is basically minus of 3 alpha times, and if I add it with A, that is basically plus of beta, and then I write these results over here is basically equal to 8 alpha plus of not plus, is basically minus. So 8 alpha from here, and the beta times of A, this is basically minus of 2 beta, and this result will be equal, and from here this result will be minus of 8 alpha plus 2 times of beta, and this result will be 21 times of alpha minus of 5 times of beta. Now this result can be equated to 2 times of identity matrix. So from here what I get the result is basically 3 alpha minus of 3 alpha plus beta is basically equal to 2, and if I compare this result, that is 2 alpha is basically equal to 2 beta, 8 alpha is equal to 2 beta. So from here I cancel the result and get the value of beta is basically equal to 4 times of alpha. Now if I put this particular in this equation, I get the alpha का जो value आने वाला, that is basically 2, and if I get alpha is equal to 2, then beta is basically equal to 8. So from here alpha plus beta का value कितना होने वाला, that is basically equal to 10. Okay, so with this I get the correct answer to this question, because alpha plus beta का जो value पूछा है, that is basically how much, that is 10. So this question can also be solved by characteristic equation of Cayley-Hamilton theorem, but you can directly solve this particular question also as that in this particular fashion and get the result as option number D. You can solve this result by Cayley-Hamilton theorem by taking this A minus lambda times of I and equating the determinant value to 0. From here you will get the characteristic equation, and you satisfy, in place of lambda you replace with A, you will get a characteristic polynomial which will look like something like this, and if you compare the result you will get that particular values of the scalar values, and you can write these values of alpha and beta simultaneously and get to the result. So I hope this particular solution was clear, and let us move on the last question of the day of this today's lecture. So if I move on to then see the last question, basically this question actually given here is basically again talks about this particular binomial theorem expansion. So from here actually matrix A is basically given as 2 minus 1 0 and 2 over here. So this is a diagonal matrix. So what let me try and solve this B matrix as basically in the binomial expansion, and this binomial expansion, this I can also be written as 5c0 times of I, because I की higher power जो होने वाला, that is obviously will be equal to I. So 5c0 minus of 5c1 times of adjoint of A plus of, so this alternate plus minus is there, that means I minus adjoint of a इसका whole की power 5 दे रखा है. अगर इसका binomial expansion करोगे then you will get that this particular result only. So this particular thing is actually clear for the binomial expansion. Okay, let me write down the formula for binomial expansion. If you are not knowing this particular formula for binomial expansion, okay, अगर n का value natural number है and this particular things are real values, okay, then I can expand this particular result as nc0 a की power n b की power 0 and plus of nc1 a की power n minus 1 b की power 1 and so on up to ncn a की power 0 and b की power n. Then this particular thing can also be written as sigma of r is equal to 0 to n ncr a की power ncr, okay, ncr a की power n minus r and b की power r. This is basically a general term of any binomial theorem. So from here what I get, the value of b is basically identity matrix minus adjoint of a की power 5. So if I calculate adjoint of a is basically equal to, we know the shortcut for calculating adjoint, replace the exchange the diagonal elements and replace the non-diagonal with the negative sign. Okay, then from here I will get the adjoint is like this, and if I subtract I minus adjoint of a, what the result I will get, basically 0 over here, and I will get 1 over here, and I will get 0 over here, and I will get 0 over here. So from here what I see is basically a diagonal matrix, an upper triangular matrix. This matrix basically a triangular matrix, upper triangular matrix. So if I compute the higher power of this particular b, so if I check the results as b is basically equal to 0 1 and 0 0 over here. So if I compute b square, I will get how much? So if I compute this particular result, I will get 0 over here, I will get 0 over here, and I can get, and if I compute this this particular element correspond to first row and taking the second column, and this will be again 0 over here. Okay, so this will be 0 over here if I compute this particular result. Okay, I haven't done any mistake, I hope so. Let me solve. So first row and the first column will result in 0. First row and the second column will result in 0. Similarly, the second column and first row will result in 0, and second column, this will basically a null matrix. And similarly, if you go on and compute a की power b की power, this will be basically coming out as null matrix. So from here, if you see the options, basically it asks me the sum of all the values of matrix. So I guess I have done some mistake. So this is basically adjoint of a, and a minus adjoint of a is calculated. Actually I have done a mistake. A minus adjoint, this will be minus of 1, okay. This will be minus of 1 over here. Minus of 1, because if I subtract identity matrix from this, and these are the results will be minus 1 over here. Actually did a very big mistake. I get the results over here as minus 1, because this is basically equal to 1 0 0 and 1 minus of 2 1 and 0 and 2 over here. So if I subtract 1 minus 2, there is minus 1, 0 minus 1, there is minus 1, 0 minus 0, there is 0, and similarly 1 minus 2 will be again minus 1. So from here if I take and if I compute this higher powers, okay, so this is actually wrong results which I was getting. So if I calculate the higher powers, that is b square, let me calculate b square. So from here if I calculate these values in minus 1 and 0. So from here if I calculate b square, let me, what will the result I will get? First row with first column I will get minus 1 plus 1 over here. Okay, first row with first column I will get plus 1 over here. First row with the second column I will get plus 1 is basically 2. Similarly, if I expand the second row with first column, I will get 0 over here. Similarly, if I take second row with the second column, I will get how much? 1 over here, and this will be basically the value of b square. Similarly, I have to go to bq, and if I calculate bq, or let me directly calculate the result for b की power 4. Okay, b की power 4 as b square into b square. So this will be 1 2 0 and 1 over here. And similarly, if I calculate 1 2 and 0 and 1 over here, if I compute this particular result, what result I will directly get, because b square is calculated and b square into b square, and then if I compute the result I will get 1 into 1 over here, and this will be basically 2 plus 2, that is 4 over here, and similarly this will be 0, and this result will basically will be 1 over here. And similarly, if I compute a की power 5, a की power 5 is actually asked in the question. So b की power 5 is basically not a की power 5, this is b की power 5. I can write this as b की power 4 into b, and b is basically minus 1 0 and minus 1 over here. If I compute this product, I get minus 1 minus of 4, that's basically minus of 5. Similarly, minus 1 actually this will be minus of 1, not minus 4. This basically will be minus 1. The first identity will be minus 1 because I take first row with first column I will minus 1, first row with second column I will get minus 5, and similarly this will be 0, and similarly if I take second row and second column I will get the value as minus 1. So from here if I take the sum of all the values of the elements of matrix B keeper 5, I get the result as because B keeper 5 basically this particular matrix, or this particular matrix is basically B. So from here if I compute the result of the sum of all the matrix of B, the sum of all the elements of B, sum of all elements of B will basically equal to minus 7. So from here the right answer to this question is option number C. So with this we come to the end of the lecture. I hope this particular discussion and the important question was clear. So अब एक काम करना, अभी जब लेक्चर खत्म हो जाएगा ना, take out all this particular question and try to solve. Okay, these questions are very important question. I have taken up some important questions only. ठीक है, so give your time, okay, to basically take out some time and practice the question on your own also. Okay, so practice some questions on your own as well. Okay, now I have already provided you with the question bank on the previous year question of JEE Mains. Now I will also provide you with today's lecture also another previous year question paper, and practice those particular previous year question papers, and those questions will basically taken up for the practice purpose. उस question को practice करो and try to be very effective in calculation mistakes नहीं करो, जितना आप reduce करते हो, that is the most important thing in JEE Mains. अगर JEE Mains देखा जाए तो this basically question में ज़्यादा होता है, and you have to directly solve the question without making any mistake. तो जितना जल्दी आप क्वेश्चन को अप्रोच कर सकते हो, दैट ओनली कम्स विद प्रैक्टिस. सो प्रैक्टिस करते रहिए विद दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग. आई टेक लीव फ्रॉम दिस पर्टिकुलर लेक्चर एंड थैंक यू.